Ben Wright. Guys, thanks so much. Thanks a lot to Mitch for running the room, put your hands together. It's great to have the support of the crowd. I've got a bit of an advertising background, so I appreciate good product placement, a good slogan, and I think Beyond Blue have really kicked this one out of the park. So if you guys aren't aware, Beyond Blue do a lot of stuff in mental health. And on the side of a bus the other day, we got a new one, and it says, "Depressed, you're not alone." Then the bus just drives away. Yeah, looking forward to the results on that one. So I'm dabbling in a little bit of online dating, nothing predatory. They actually can get your IP addresses now. That's a whole different story. But anyway, we move on. But I met a girl online, and we were like, "Look, let's meet up," you know. And she said, "Look, I don't know what you look like." And I said, yeah, no worries, I'll send some photos. And she sent some photos to me. And she's in a nurse's outfit. And she said, "Look, let's meet up at the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital tomorrow night for dinner." And I said, "Yeah, sounds good, you know." So I get there and I said, "Look, I'm after Amy." And they said, "Yeah, head upstairs, level 3. And I get there and they said, "So you're here to meet Amy?" And I said, yeah, and they're like, "Just over there, oncology." Fantastic. And I walk in, and there's not a nurse in sight, just this little skeletal figure hooked up the tubes, laying in a bed. And she sort of feebly turns her head over and she says, "Ben." And I'm like, "Yep." "Amy?" "Yep." "Fantastic." I'm like, "You know, you're a nurse, like you're meant to be doing the caring, not the other way around." And she says, No, I just took those photos, you know, for a bit of fun, so I could remember how I used to look, you know, before I started treatment. I'm like, "Right." She said, "You know, I'm quite sick, I'm terminally ill." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, how do I get out of this one? Right? And she starts giggling. She goes, I got you. And I said, "No, you didn't get it." She goes, "Look, you thought you would come and pick up a hot nurse, and you've rocked up and you got this." I said, "No, you didn't get it." I said, "Terminally ill, right?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "I'm only after a short-term relationship, so perfect. Anyway, cracking 3 weeks together. The weight was beautiful, the canapes were on point. So apparently a lot's changed in the 10 years I've had off since coming back to comedy. I'm no longer disabled enough to do disabled humour, right? I went to do a gig the other week, and the venue host vets your set. So he goes through and he doesn't want any offensive material on stage. You can joke about the terminally ill, but you know, everything else, you got to make sure it's kosher. And he said, "What's this point on disabled?" I said, "Look, I was born with a condition. One of my legs is shorter than the other, and you know, I've got a bit on it." And he goes, "Mate, no, you can't joke about that." He goes, "They don't know it's a condition. You know, you could have fallen off a bus. It might have been a sports injury." I said, "Well, look, it's not. You know, I've got a wire in my right ankle from reconstructive surgery." And he goes, "The crowd can't see that. I'm sure it gives you heaps of shit at the airport. Oh, he's beeping. Oh, here comes a terrorist." And I'm not saying disabled people can't be terrorists. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's fine. It's okay. They're doing phenomenal things these days." And I said, "Yeah, that's great. You know, thanks a lot." But, you know, I said, "No, it's actually about an old man." I said, "He took advantage of the fact I've got this leg length discrepancy." I said, when I grew up, I really wanted this toy. It was called Spirograph. You know, Spirograph, you used to stick a pencil in a disc and it would draw perfect circles, right? Some old man, being an engineer and a renowned tight ass, decided to go out and buy one of those giant novelty pencils. He's come home, he's gone, "Son, I've nailed it." And he gaffer tapes it to my longer leg and he says, "Now walk," assuming I walk in fucking circles, right? You know, and the guy goes, "Jesus Christ, you can't joke about that on stage." "Why not?" I said, "My old man does." You know, I said, "Why can't I?" He goes, "Mate, there would be people out there that would kill to have that sort of ability." Right? That's just a fucking humble brag. Fantastic. So how I'm going to crowbar disabled humour in sets from now on, I don't know. But I don't know if you guys are aware, over in New Zealand, local councils are now consulting with gang members on community matters, right? How they can, you know, positively influence the community. Sounds like a great idea. You know, what other criminal elements are we going to go to for advice? You know, let's approach the sex offenders. You know, any tips on romance? What seems to be the problem? Oh, well, I'm getting friend-zoned a fair bit. I've got the remedy for that one. Because nothing says I want to be more than just good friends, quite like gross sexual misconduct. You should try. No, I think I'm good. You know, it's good. But recently I was at work and I got one of those emails where you really wish you don't open. And it happened to be of a lady seeming to have sexual relations with a Saint Bernard. Right? You know, she hasn't started small, she's gone straight for the big dog. And this guy comes up behind me and he says to me, Jesus Christ, the people in this world. I said, yeah, I know. And he just goes, you know, that better be a male Saint Bernard, or else that's just disgusting. And I said, so his biggest concern was that it was a heterosexual interspecial relationship, and I'm thinking, has this content been RSPCA approved? You know, because let's be honest, I mean, imagine that episode of The Doghouse. You know, Valerie's rocked up tonight looking for a new fur friend. Valerie, tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, well, you know, I just lost my little Donald, and I've been ever so lonely. And, you know, what are you looking for in a new dog? Oh, companionship. Sexually. Thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely night. Take care.
One more time for him, everybody. I just want everyone